Alright, so today we're going to look at how to use bibeme.org. The first thing that you're going to want to do on your own is create a website, or no, create a login, pardon me. If you don't create a login, you won't get the properly formatted bibliography at the end. So I already have an account, and it's quite simple. I'm just going to log into mine here. And you'll see here, oops, that's not very good. Alright, wasted film time. So in bibeme.org you'll see now it says welcome Mrs. I'm Mrs. And on the left side it's going to be where I do the work in creating the bibliography. On the right side in this little white box over here is where my citations will appear, and those will turn into the document that you're going to turn in. Across the top we're going to use book and website mostly. So I'm going to start with website because a lot of you have used, of course, websites for your presentation. So what we're looking for is the websites, not that we got our pictures from necessarily, but the ones where we got our information. So I've got a couple ready to go. This is elizabethanera.org, and this one has information on daily life and fashion and such. So I'm going to take this URL, I'm going to pop it into the website finder. And what you'll see is it automatically loads the information here for me. It tells me the date that I've accessed it. What it hasn't done is given me an author's name. And so down here on a website, we always have to check if there's an author used. So this is what you would do. You'd go to the website, and usually at the bottom there's something that says home. I'm going to say copyright info. So if I go down here, alright, I'll find a name. The website author is Linda Elkin. So I'll come back here. This is a person, Linda Elkin. Anytime that you're doing a bibliography, ultimately you want to have an author's name. If you don't, then you'll go with the title, but the author is really important if you can find one. So now I'm going to say add to my bibliography, and a correctly formatted version of that is going to pop up here. Alright, so now we're going to go to another website. This one's from a website called Eras of Elegance. So I'll take my page here. This was about fashion as well. Pop that in. Find website. It puts in my information, but I have to go back and check for an author again. So I'm going to go to the bottom of the page. Oh, nothing says home there. Up here, okay, this one says home. So I'm going to check that out. But I look at this and it's like, well, this is trying to sell me some fancy frilly stuff. So I look at that and think, okay, let's try contact us. Okay, I don't want to order anything. Let's try copyright information. Eras of Elegance, Eras of Elegance. It gives me a date, 2007, which I might be able to use, but it doesn't have an author. So when I go back to bibeme.com, date created, I'm going to put the year 2007, but I didn't find an author, so I'm going to put no author. Alright, I'm going to go down here, add to my bibliography, and it's going to add it to my list. You'll notice that it's putting it in alphabetical order automatically for me. Now, most of you have used the Shakespeare duotang. We're going to make up a little bit of information. You need to, on your pink sheets right now, record how we're going to do this. So we're going to call the duotang, it's going to be under the book tab. So with the book, we're going to go to manual entry mode, and I'm going to fill in some information here. Now, in this particular book, I'm going to choose chapter from a book. So the title on the cover of the duotang says Shakespeare. So I'm going to use that. Publisher, we're going to say EBHS. City of publication, we're in Dunmore, and I'm going to include the province because no one knows where Dunmore is. Year of publication, we will use 2013. Now, chapter name, if I'm doing fashion, the pages that I used in here, one of the pages was called Women's Clothing. Now, as you're typing, it is important to use correct capital letters, especially anything that you're entering by hand, such as names. Now, in this particular booklet, women's clothing does have a page number. Some of them don't have page numbers. It just says page 14, so I'm going to throw that in. Now, for the duotang, the author, we're going to use last name of duotang. So you want to record this for in your notes. And first name, we're going to say class. So I'm going to add to my bibliography. It'll put it over here. And you'll notice that it puts it alphabetically. Duotang class is the author between the A of Elk and Linda and Eras of Elegance. Okay. The last thing that a lot of you have used is books. Okay. So most books, we have a nifty little trick that I'd like to teach you. So you're going to go to book, and it says find a book by title, author, or ISBN. A really quick way to find your information is by putting the ISBN number. So if you look at the page behind the title page, there will be an ISBN number. And if you just type that in, I'll do this one. It's 156006343-2. Okay, find a book. Life in Elizabethan Theater, Diane Yancey. I've double checked it is the right one. Now, this is the third time I've done this, and every other time on my first try I've gotten a number wrong. So I've had to go back, double check the ISBN number. One time I had an extra 6, one time I forgot the 1. As soon as I went in and put the correct ISBN number, it came up automatically. So I'm going to go to select. If you used a specific chapter, you'd change it to chapter from a book, and it would prompt you to add your information. It gives me the publisher, the place, the date, everything I need, the author. That was very easy. Add to my bibliography. Okay, so now I've got 4 items here. I'm just going to go ahead and show you what the next step is. For your purposes, you probably would have had more websites and more books, so you'll probably have more than 4. So at the bottom over here, I'm going to press download to Word. Okay, now this is a part that won't work if you don't have your own account. So I'm going to say open, and in the Word document, okay, it's called Works Cited instead of Bibliography. That's fine. You'll notice that it's double spaced it for me. It's indented it in the proper places, and at the bottom it says MLA formatting by bibeme.org. So I would save this onto my computer or the H drive, my file somewhere. If I don't have a file on the computer, I could even copy and paste it into Google Docs. That would be fine. Save it in Google Docs and print it. For your presentation on Tuesday, you need to bring me a printed version of your bibliography. And so that is how to use bibeme.org.